Hey everyone, this is Q's from Q's Barbecue Haven, and I haven't chopped it up with y'all in a minute, but I'm back just to give y'all an update of what's going on and everything. This morning I woke up and it felt like fall. That was the first sign of fall being on its way here. So I'm actually starting to look at doing my fall garden. I actually wrote some things down in there, planned it out and everything. You got to start early, that's for sure. And this is pretty much how it look for now. Everything that I want to put on, but I won't be doing everything, of course. You know, but yeah, I usually just start out writing everything that I want to do for the fall or for the spring, for that matter, and I start knocking off things that just don't seem feasible. I even did a little layout of how I kind of got the backyard looking. It's just a rough draft, and it'll be several more after that. But with that being said, and the summer garden is coming to an end, I could say I had some success, some learning points, some frustrations, and they all just really lessons. That's all. What can I say that my success was? My squash. Even look at it now. I gotta go pick it up. It's still doing it. That thing just came out of nowhere. That vine, still all of this. And so if you look at my little trellis, it's broke because we had a storm and a tree fell and it hit the fence, but it was a long limb and it pretty much broke everything down in there. But it didn't harm any of the fruits, so actually I think one of these fruits is ready. Look, I gotta clean this stuff up. Yeah, that sucker ready. How's that sucker ready? And this one ain't. Or maybe it is. Yeah, I can get in there and get him too. But you see the plants are starting to turn yellow. So I'm just gonna let it die out. There's a few more things in here. Look, a whole green one. I didn't even see that one before. And I don't know if y'all remember when I told y'all that I didn't get any melons. Look at that. I don't know where that came from either. Look at that one over there. And there's another one over here. But you see how crowded it is in here now. I have to figure this out. But I do know that I will be moving my little strawberry tower from out of there. And more than likely putting some trees back there. But also, I did my 2 garden beds. I didn't do the third one because I had to put the trees in here. And so I just didn't know. I still got to fill this one up though. I still got a little bit more. Probably like some more compost and a little bit more potting mix. And that one will be good to go. So what would I say? Oh yeah, these are those 50-gallon pots that I was talking about getting. I think those might be too big. Oh no. Yeah, I think those might be a little bit too big. And the reason I say that is because as I'm listening to people who actually do the fruit trees in pots, they say not to go up that big that fast. So I do have some in 25-gallon and 27-gallon, but you will probably go up to a 30 to 35-gallon. So the plant itself won't be in too much shock. So I think those might be too much. I got some 30-gallon on the way. So I'll see. So what would I say my biggest challenge was for this garden season? The heat and the drought. We really didn't get that much rain. Yeah, we didn't get that much rain, and when it did, it of course it just poured for that one day, or I think it we had a good rain for a couple days, but that was it. In this heat, it totally kind of destroyed my tomatoes. Even though I did get some, but I was looking for more of a harvest than I did get. Not saying I'm not grateful, but I definitely was looking for something different because they started out so wonderful, and I know that the way they started deteriorating was because of the heat and the lack of water, which was on my part. But I do have an irrigation system that I'm going to put in this fall to kind of alleviate that after I figure out if I'm actually going to leave them in that spot. So there's more things to come. I got a whole hot mess back here still, and now that I got these trees back here, I actually have to, I guess, be more meticulous about what I'm doing. What else I would say is my garden failure. Working the two jobs and just not being able to be here, because sometimes you just needed to be out here every day just to give them water, give them a little bit of food, harvest them so they wouldn't go rotten, things of that matter. Just keeping up with the stuff, and that'll change soon, but still, it still was a failure on my part. I think that was pretty much about it. I really don't expect a lot from my garden because I am still in the learning phase. Like I said, I didn't get any melons besides that one that showed up out of nowhere this big. But that's okay. Next time we'll try it again until it, even though I have in my other property, I have got melons. So I know I can do it. I just haven't done it here just yet. Let's see what my garden success was. Peppers was one. The squash is still doing amazing. As far as the fruit trees, I did learn that the trees that I have, my cherry trees, they need like 3 years. My blueberries did pretty well. They did enough. But from what I've learned also is that next year they will produce a little bit more. I got a lot of beans, my cucumbers, my garlic, because that was my first time growing garlic, and the onions. Yeah. So what is my plans for, I guess, the fall? Is probably just slowly cleaning this up, getting some more greens in. I'll definitely have collards, carrots, our root veggies, which would be beets. I'm gonna try some radishes, and turnips as well. But I think I'll have less root and probably a little bit more. I like a lot of collards. My cabbage didn't do too well last year, but I'm gonna try cabbage again because I love cabbage. I love like a cabbage collard green mix with some onions. So I'm going to try that this year, and I'll try something new that I haven't done. And I was actually supposed to be out here doing my seed setup, but life happens. So yeah, that was it for us today, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that button so every time you know that I'm on, you get that notification. Thank you. Have a good one.